everybody, and welcome to the first of many videos for patch 2.3. Patch 2.3 just went on the PTS for Star Wars, and some really cool things were just added, including a new companion. Now this companion is really special, and her name is Treek, T-R-E-E-K, and she is an Ewok. Right? I mean, that just blew your mind. I know. She's an Ewok. We get an Ewok companion. She has a couple abilities that are really cool, but she's a tank and a healer, so she can do both, which is unique. There's no other companion like that in the game right now. And also, she's a very good healer as well, so that's good stuff to know. She uses aim and some stuff like that. Now, I've actually avoided any story content here. You pick her up and there's a whole story, and you can get her on her ship and you can talk to her and all that stuff. I've avoided all of that simply because if you want to experience it for yourself, I don't want to ruin that for you. However, we are going to take a look at where you get her, how you get her, how much money you have to pay for her, and her separate abilities. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you need to do, whether you're on the Empire or the Republic, is on the fleet. There's a little area that looks kind of like this. On the Empire specifically, it's on the south side, called the Cartel Bazaar. You go into it, it's only got one spot to go, and here you'll find a vendor. It's a droid for the Empire. It costs 1,000,000 credits, and I'm pretty sure you need to be Legacy level 40. Once you get it, you just use it, and it gives you the mission. So the mission is to go talk to a droid, and this is when it'll initiate all of the story content. Like I said, we'll skip over all of that, but I will show you where the droid is. He's right here. It's pretty easy. You just chat with him, and you move on. Once you get past this, she'll automatically go to your ship. When you get here, she'll be sitting anywhere on your ship for the bounty hunter. It happens to be right here in a pretty convenient spot next to HK, and there's some story content here. However, her abilities are amazing. First is a giant melon. She throws the melon. It's like Kolto Bomb, except it's awesome because it's a melon. And I think the animation on it is probably one of the most glorious things I've ever seen. Not only that, but it does heal for a lot. She's using currently pretty low-level gear. I put better gear on her in a minute. She comes with some pretty low-level gear to begin with, though, so just keep that in mind. It's all moddable, though, so you can put in your own mods. The second ability of her heals is a dart, right? So it hits just like that, and then it ticks. And every time it ticks a heal on you, it removes a debuff. Really cool. I like that idea. I don't think there's any heal like that that a companion has in the game, so it's very powerful. Not only that, but it's a pretty low cooldown, and it has a pretty great range on it. Also, some really awesome stuff. Now, with her abilities, some of them have to require her to be in heal stance or tank stance, so just keep that in mind as we go forward, and some of them are different based on what stance she's in. The second or the third major heal ability she has is this sling. As it charges up in channels, it'll heal you over time, and then when she finally throws it at you, it'll hit you for a pretty big heal at the very end. Once again, keep in mind these numbers are because she is wearing low-level gear, like gear that has 10 aim on it. So next is a strange heal. So it's a dart that she shoots at the target, and what happens when that target attacks you, it heals you. So it only happens once, but it'll do damage over time to the target. So it's kind of a strange ability in general, and you'll see it again in action here. Like I said, kind of strange, but it's a nice little heal. It is a heal, though. So once that happens, she has a couple other abilities. You see the dart there, does a little bit of damage, not really that big of a deal. Also, this whistle that she does, also not that big of a deal, but she'll throw like fire at her, or at the target. And these typically do quite a bit of threat while in tank stance, so keep that in mind. Those are kind of her tanky attack abilities, but the animation on the fire is just pretty sexy. I like it a lot. Now the next thing she has is a charge, and this is tied in with the heal dart that she does that heals you when the target attacks you. But the charge is awesome because she used one of those gliders from the Ewok, I guess, lore, which is awesome. The last thing she has is a bomb. The bomb is just a simple kind of grenade that she does, AoE attack. That's pretty much all her major attacks. She has this one last major cooldown. You'll see here when she gets to a certain percent of health, she'll pop her major cooldown, and while she's in tank stance, bees will come out. And you'll see that here in a second. Everything will be covered in bees. You see them flying around? It's amazing. It does damage, and I think it debuffs all the targets around her. It's on quite a big cooldown, though, so just keep that in mind. The last part of that is if she's in heal stance and gets to that same amount of health, she'll throw down a smoke bomb, and the targets will stop attacking her and attack someone else instead, as you'll see here when this target switches to me. However, that pretty much covers the entirety of her character. You may notice the game looks a bit more vivid and bright, and the textures are really good. We'll talk about that in future videos as we move along, doing more patch 2.3 stuff. This is amazing, and I can't wait to show you the rest. However, Treek is definitely the best addition to the patch thus far. On that note, we shall see you guys next time.